our predictions for the 2024 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
We've got a lot going on, Tommy, at least off track. We're hoping some of that translates to now on track action that we can talk about.
Last race felt like almost like an extended testing, almost. It's very bizarre.
Right, let's get into biggest good surprise. I'm going to kick things off by saying that a fantastic weekend is coming for Nico Hülkenberg. Yes, I think Haas could, with a couple of retirements, score a point. I actually am on the Haas hype train now after seeing Kevin Magnussen's performance at Bahrain around an abrasive track, and he finished 12th in a Haas that's supposed to chew the tyres up in 1.5 laps. I think Haas have just shaken a big box of parts and actually created something that might be all right at some races.
Biggest good surprise, I have gone for Logan Sargent. I'm just feeling like, I don't know why, just those vibes that he might have a good race. He was a lot closer to Alex Albon before his steering wheel issue, and I can see Matt laughing, so I think I know what's coming next. Maybe.
No comment. No comment. Interesting thoughts. Yeah, Logan was quite close to Alex before he had that problem. So let's see what happens in Saudi. Biggest flop. My biggest flop is Logan Sargent.
Oh, for God's sake. So basically, mine's already lost.
I think that the exact opposite. I think Saudi is a confidence track. Look, there's not much more than vibes here, but Logan hasn't exactly performed brilliantly last year. Had an all right Bahrain, but Saudi is just a different beast. And if you're not fully just at one with the car, you can struggle a lot more. You can easily make mistakes. And yeah, I feel as though a floppy weekend is coming for Logan Sargent. So sorry, Tommy, in advance. But maybe, just maybe, your powers might be able to counteract that once. Who knows?
Poor Logie. Biggest flop, I have gone for Lewis Hamilton. This is a mad thing to say because it's his last race win at Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, but he's not had a good couple of last years there. Last year, he didn't do that great, and the year before, of course, famously got knocked out in Q1, I think it was, actually. Mercedes have had a few engine issues in the last race. He had a bit of reliability problems again. Saudi might be a similar beast, so the vibes are with a Lewis Hamilton flop at the moment.
Wowee, a big old flop. What does that sort of translate to? Are we talking, you think Mercedes in general are going to be bad this weekend? And Hamilton will just have a poor weekend as well?
Hamilton may be worse, yeah. Don't let. I tried so hard not to go for Mercedes, so don't back out
I'm
now.
proud of you. I'm proud of you.
I didn't go for a team.
Right, biggest pole. I was about to say biggest pole position. Pole position. Charles Leclerc.
You will have the biggest pole position if it's Charles Leclerc.
Absolutely, it would be Matt Gallagher actually for that if that happens. Because look, it's going to happen. I'm probably gonna predict him every single pole position until he gets a pole position. But it was close in qualifying in Bahrain. Charles literally had the fastest lap time in Bahrain as well, but couldn't translate that into Q3. Max did, and it was a much better performance overall for Max. Well done, congratulations, P1, whatever. But this Friday, Charles Leclerc will be on the top step of the pole position. Let's not talk about Saturday race, but right now he's gonna get pole.
Interestingly, pole position, I've also gone for Charles Leclerc.
We're gonna have a good Friday Twitch watch along then, aren't we?
I know. I do think Ferrari look like they've got that race pace again. Sorry, quali pace, and they've been good at these kind of tracks. So I could see Charles Leclerc having a very lovely old time in qualifying as normal.
Top three. Let's get into third position. And I am going for Sergio Perez. Because Perez was actually, last year, very good around here. If you do not remember, Verstappen was coming through the field, but when he didn't really catch his teammate. So Perez, he's the king of street tracks, all that sort of stuff. I mean, third doesn't sound great, but he'll take it. 2 podiums in a row at the start of the year to kick things off. I'm sure he'd be very happy with. So yeah, I think Perez third.
I am going to go for P3, Carlos Sainz. Another podium for Carlos. Good race last time out, and I can see it again. Ferrari are looking like they are the second quickest car, and I think Carlos is driving very well at the moment.
Second place, I have gone for Max Verstappen. Who cares who wins the prediction game, apart from me, because I'm the most competitive man in the world. But, my God, this would be the chef of the century to not go for Max Verstappen. But I'm locking it in. Max Verstappen, second place. No, that sounds so bad, but it's fine. I've locked it in now.
Wow. I'm going to go for P2, Charles Leclerc. It's another pole position to not win masterclass from Charles Leclerc. And I think he's going to have a good race, though. Looking quick, but spoiler alert, there's a very quick driver at the moment that's really good. So I might just predict him first. No spoilers.
Am I getting double points for not going for Max Verstappen?
So we did discuss this, and we said let's wait for the first race, and he won by 20. And he won by an absolutely enormous margin. So I think we lock in the idea that if you don't go for Max, you get 2 points if it comes in.
Yeah,
but you still get the point for Max if you go for it.
No, you get -3 points if you pick Max.
So no one ever gets any points.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, we'll get new rule for predictions.
In first position for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, Charles Leclerc. It's not going to happen, but if it does, pandemonium will be on our Twitch channel right now. Even just remotely imagining Charles Leclerc winning a race feels so long ago now. Will Max have some problems? Probably not. Will he finish second? Probably not. Will Charles Leclerc win? Probably not as well. But
what a prediction.
If it comes in, that's 4 points. Come on.
I love how predictions just become your whole inner thoughts. That's Charles going to win. No, he's probably not actually. No, he might. No, he won't. Max is going to win. Oh no, maybe he will. P1 then, no surprise, I've gone for Max Verstappen. It's a very boring result, and he's making our predictions very boring, and there will be a time where I get the vibes and think that he might not win. But this is not a track that I think that will happen, because there won't be as much extreme tyre wear maybe as Bahrain, for example, so they won't have that huge advantage like they normally do, but I still think it's got a Max Verstappen win written all over it. Okay, one crazy prediction time. And I am going to lock in that there will be at least 2 forms of safety car during the Grand Prix. Two forms. So you're counting VSCs as absolutely well. Locking that one in straight away. We've gone from off the back of a 20-car finish, not even one safety car in Bahrain. I think that is at least mildly crazy. If it doesn't happen and it's just a lights to flag, nothing in Saudi of all places, and everyone finishes, what on earth is going on? Because we need to introduce banana skins into Formula One. I think we might. I did see a stat actually that it's the first time ever, because we had 20 cars finish the finale, so it's the first time it's ever happened where it's been back to back, 20 finishes. Yeah, 20 finishes. My crazy prediction is heavily relying on a bit of carnage and a few people breaking down. I've gone for Haas get a point. Oh, so we're on the same. We're on the same. We're on the Haas hype train. Yeah. We're on the. Because I said Nico. Come on. The Komatsu car. At the moment. Yeah, Haas. I can see Haas having a good result there. It's a track that I think will actually suit Haas, and I'm not sure which driver. So I've locked in that kind of team but not a team prediction by doing it in the crazy prediction instead and covering both bases. So
Honestly, it's like an addiction for you.
It is.
You have to put a team in somewhere, otherwise you don't feel like you've predicted.
no, exactly. Has to be in there.
Has to be in there. And finally, 3 crazy predictions from you wonderful lot. Be sure to reply to the graphic we post on Twitter and Instagram at MattP1Tommy if you want to get involved next time. Lozzie Dog comes in with one of the McLaren boys on the podium. Don't think it's going to happen. They didn't do very well in Saudi last year, so I'm going to...
Yeah, we've kind of gone all eggs in baskets with Red Bull and Ferrari.
McLarens. But, I mean, I guess McLaren are a different stage of performance than they were last year, so maybe. Who knows? Dennis says, a Merc engine blows up. I love that. It looks like Dennis understands. Like a Merc engine, he knows he's spreading his bets here. You know what I mean? He's not just on a Merc, but a Merc engine.
Yeah, so that's almost half the grid. Is it? Eight cars? Is that right? Aston...
So it's Merc, Williams, Aston, and McLaren.
Yeah, so almost half the grid. Basically, yeah, it sounds really specific that you're going for a Merc engine, but actually it's almost like...
nearly half the grid. But then again, even just saying that someone's going to have reliability issues is wild in itself. Sir Bacon the 6th, V-Carb double points finish. Now that is very, very wild. That will
they've not
require
punted
some
each other
retirements.
off on lap 1.
Oh, honestly, Ricciardo versus Tsunoda Part 2, it's coming, which is something we never, ever thought would happen in our lifetimes. Such a strange clash, but let's see how that goes. Right, that is it. Thank you, everybody. Lots of love. P1 Live Show tickets are available all over our social media, as well as link in the description, and we will see you very soon for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix content, Twitch watch-alongs, YouTube stuff, podcasts. Everything's coming your way. Lots of love. Bye!
Bye!